Hey everybody, it is about 8:43 on this Wednesday, the last day in November, November 30th. Tomorrow is December, which is of course, which basically means we'd be 24 days away from Christmas. 25 now if you count tomorrow. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about, as you can see at the top there, and again, yes, this is being filmed with my VHS-C camcorder. I know nowadays a lot of people have the more digitized ones and everything, but that's cool. I'm cool with what I have, and I'm pretty sure you understand that. But I want to talk about what's going on right now in WWE, and that's the question I'm asking is what's up with WWE, especially as of the past 2 weeks. Now yesterday, I did a video where I talked about I focused kind of like on the whole Cena heel deal. You know, like nobody, it's like, are we going to get a heel Cena finally, something like that. Well, WWE seems to be teasing that, but every time they seem to be teasing it, they don't pull the trigger. Now, will they pull the trigger eventually? We don't really know. We don't know if they'll pull that trigger or not. But besides that, I've got to ask the question of, what is up with WWE when it comes to Money in the Bank? I thought that whenever somebody had the Money in the Bank briefcase, had that contract, they could cash it in at any time, right? Here's what I don't understand. All the previous winners, all the previous champions, all the previous Money in the Bank winners, with the exception of Rob Van Dam, have all cashed in on weakened opponents or injured opponents. Last year, Jack Swagger cashed in on an injured Chris Jericho. Did they say anything to that? Did Teddy Long or whoever was in charge come out and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got to reverse it"? No. So, what gets me is, why did he reverse it on Daniel Bryan? Second of all, did they ever say anything about when Edge did it to The Undertaker after Mark Henry beat the hell out of him? No. Did they say it when Edge did to John Cena? No. What I'm saying is that, folks, nobody said any of that. Heck, did they say it when CM Punk did it to Edge? No, they didn't. Did they say it when CM Punk did it to Jeff Hardy? No. The fact is, folks, no one has ever said anything. And yet now you have, for the first time, somebody saying, you have Teddy Long coming out and saying, "Oh, I got to reverse it, player." You know what this is telling me, storyline-wise? It's telling me, because from what I saw last night, when that interaction between Long and Henry, it tells me that Mark Henry has intimidated Teddy Long, storyline-wise. He's intimidated him to the point that Teddy Long either has to reverse any decision when it comes to Money in the Bank. Just saying, folks. That's just my opinion from what I see. Because if that wasn't the case, then Daniel Bryan right now would be standing in front of us, the World Heavyweight Champion. But that didn't happen. And that's what makes me wonder, what is up with WWE? Are they going to stick to what they say about Money in the Bank, that you can cash in whenever you want? Or are they going to suddenly throw this curveball at us? I mean, it's never been applied before, why apply it now? I don't understand that, folks. I really don't get it, I really don't understand it. I mean, what is WWE thinking up here? I don't get it. I mean, if I'm the Money in the Bank winner, and I'm cashing in, and I've succeeded in cashing in, and all of a sudden I'm having my general manager say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got to reverse it," I would be arguing it. I'd be pulling out and stating the obvious. I'd be saying, look, it states when and where you can cash in. I don't get it. I don't get it, folks. It doesn't make sense. Unless, in my opinion, they're saving it for something bigger. Are they saving it for TLC? Are they saving it for the Rumble? Or are they going to finally try to go through with what they want with Daniel Bryan and have him save it till Mania? You know, I don't really know. I don't really know, folks. I mean, I just don't get what's up with these guys. I mean, you say that the Money in the Bank winner can cash in at any time they want, but yet you decide to take it away from them? Hell, if that's the case, why don't you just do to Daniel Bryan what you did to Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson when he was Mr. Kennedy? Why don't you just have him lose the Money in the Bank briefcase to somebody else? Why don't you do that? I mean, if you're not going to put the title on the guy, which you look like you're trying to, but it's like you're waiting for a specific moment, a specific reason. But what is that reason? What is that moment? Are you waiting for him to turn heel? Huh? Is that what you're waiting for? How can you wait for this? I mean, look what you've done. You've paired him up with AJ. With AJ Lee. AJ. A girl who gets over, obviously, with the crowd. And you want to turn him heel while he's with her? Now, I know some people will say, well, Brian, legitimately, storyline-wise, it does make sense a little bit. Bullshit, it makes sense. Bullshit. If I'm Daniel Bryan and I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank and suddenly it gets taken away, I bring up a good argument. I go up to Taylor Long and I say, look, it states when and where. That's what tells me, from what I saw last night, with that little interaction between Long and Henry, that perhaps Henry has intimidated Teddy Long. Maybe he's, storyline-wise, behind the scenes, storyline-wise, has threatened Teddy Long. I don't know. Maybe he put something in his contract that states, until I'm 100%, Money in the Bank winners can't cash in. I don't know. You know, WWE's got to give us a legitimate reason as to why. Alright? Yeah, I mean, it's great. You know, you let him win the main event last week and give him a world title shot last night, which he lost inside a steel cage, but he had a great showing. But it's another thing, ladies and gentlemen, to not officially let that Money in the Bank contract get cashed in. I have never heard in the history of Money in the Bank something like that getting taken away. Never. I have never heard of anything that getting taken away unless the Money in the Bank winner put it on the line in a match and they lost it. That's the only time. Those are the only ways. But I've never, ever heard otherwise. I've never, ever heard otherwise. It just, to me, folks, it just blows my mind how cynical WWE is. How, at times, I mean, what is going on? I mean, what is up with this company? You know, I will give them credit in some areas. These little vignettes and promos they're doing for 2nd 2012 and Kane, they're looking great. They look terrific. I mean, they're teasing us with the fact that when Kane comes back, he's going to be wearing the mask. They're teasing us with the 2nd 2012, kind of making us think it's somebody else when it could be this person or it could be something completely out of left field. I'll give them credit there. I'll give him credit for putting the belt on CM Punk. I'll give him credit for teasing the fact that we might have a Cena heel turn finally, but maybe not. Because like I said, they've pulled the trigger. They've had the opportunity to pull the trigger, yet they never have. I just don't get it, folks. I just don't understand. And I'm sure anybody that's done a WWE a review of a pay-per-view or SmackDown or Raw would agree that something is, I mean, WWE